Hello, everyone. I am here to ask you to help me in this challenge. I believe it was laid upon my heart to ask you to give homeless people blankets and care packages before the winter starts. If you have some odd jobs to offer them, offer it to them. Try to save them for things. Also, if you have a place where, what can I say? To give them this information because granted not every person period it does not matter what their experience might be safe to approach, safe to help, safe to get too close to, and especially in regards to the pandemic, you know how safe you feel with violating the 6 feet rule. However, please don't let that stop you from doing something to help give back to the community out here. These people that are homeless, sometimes they're working, sometimes their locale is because they're in a certain location because they can't afford the housing around the areas where they work. Some people have failed in life and they need a second chance. Sometimes they might not even make it, even if you do help them. But it would be great to know that you did something to help someone in your community. So I implore you to go out and give someone a care package, something they could carry, of course, or give them something to carry it in, even if it's a backpack that you can give them, or some shoes, or something like that. And one thing that inspired me about this is just I've always had a heart for that. I haven't had millions of dollars to give away, but I try to do what I can. And my mother was always that type of person. And even when I did have, and when I was making money and I didn't make money, I was always, if I see a need and I can help with anything that's within my budget, I try to do so. So I just want to encourage you to do that as well. We see so many different things going viral, you know, and many of those things are bad behaviors, people's opinions, and all sorts of things. So why couldn't we add this to the roster? Let's go out and help people in our community. You could give them care packages, toothbrushes, water, um, socks, warm, cozy socks, something that has padding under it. Cheap shoes, if it's flip flops, you can give them some flip flops and some socks that can fit that will work with the flip flops. I've seen a lady, she approached my car one day and I helped her, and she just started crying. And I looked down and she didn't have shoes on, and she was on the street in the hot summer, and she had all of her belongings a a shopping cart. And I've been touched by this myself. It just so happens that God gave me a warm vehicle that I could escape some of it to some degree. However, it's never fun, and it is a time where you can really grasp hold to the Lord. So if anybody out there is experiencing homelessness, find your way to God. Go to the church. Ask the people at the church, ask someone at the church. Don't get angry when they can't help you, because everyone in the church is not always delivered, and they still are just people who have been saved by God and adopted his following, but they have not yet learned some aspects of what it is to be a saint. And some people, that is just not their gift. So don't let that deter you. If you do go to a church, just abide by the rules that are given to you, and know that there are people there, and there are people who make up the church as well. And they don't have wings, they're not angels, and they're not flying above you or better than you in any way. However, it's not a fight. If they can help, they can. Sometimes they cannot. And some businesses, even churches, are able to help out of their organization according to the policies and procedures that are present within their industry. Even churches have these protocols follow. So I employ people on a general basis in neighborhoods and societies to go out and give some homeless person a blanket, a backpack, a shoes. Make your own care package and give to them. Things that don't perish, but we know that non-perishable foods are often heavy canned goods. So maybe some dried foods or something that will help them to ward off the winter winter months. If you have an odd job to give to them, do it. Even if it's just blowing off some leaves in front of a building and not your home. Or you can give them a chance to pump your gas, or uh, clean off your windshield, or wash your car in a public place. Do that. Anything you allow them to fix something. If they fix something, let them fix it. And if they can fix it and you can trust them to fix it, do that. But by all means, do help someone, especially with the blankets. The blankets is one of the biggest challenges. Blankets and socks to help them to ward off the winter, because it may be a cold winter, and they may be trying to just gather their bearings and get back to a righteous place. And sometimes just giving someone a second chance can boost the morale and help them as well. So this is the challenge: blankets and socks. Blankets and socks to the homeless. And hats too. Hoodies, hats, mittens, all of that. Um, and if you have any tents or something that would pop up so they can have at least some sort of privacy, because I don't think anyone who is a person that knows that they have any type of ability to do anything for themselves feels great about being publicized, that they are unable to care for themselves in some way. So please help them. They are a part of your society. They live there, and even if they're outside, they live around in your area. Those are your peeps. So if you can help them, and God bless you.